Hello everyone and welcome to this video. The goal of this video is to install DIPY in a Linux system. So as you can see, I'm connected to a Linux environment. Here it's a research desktop of IU, but it can work on any Linux system. So first of all, I know that by default on Linux, you have a Python installed. Unfortunately, we recommend to not use the Python of the system, so that's why we recommend to install a Python environment. So here we will use Anaconda, which is a resource tool. So for this, I will open a browser, your favorite browser. So here this is Firefox, as you can see. And then I will search for Python Anaconda. So after researching, you see that you arrive to this link and you can easily download Anaconda. So you click on the free Anaconda download. And here you have the Anaconda distribution. So you can see that this Anaconda distribution is available on Mac, on Windows, Mac, and Linux. So we will download the Linux version. And what is convenient with this Anaconda is it already includes all the best open source scientific software. It will be already installed and it will be very convenient. So the advantage of this is to have the all-in-one packages, but the big inconvenience is it can take a lot of space to install all of this. So in this case, I will click on the download button. And you can see that the download start here. So you can see that my connection is quite fast, so the download is going quite fast, but in some cases you can see that your download can slow down, so no worries for that. Just be patient, go for a coffee, and you can come back after this download. So during this download, what I will do is I will start to open a terminal that will be very useful for later. So as you can see here, the download is finished. So I click on it to open it. And of course, when I click on it, you can see that this file here, okay, he wants to open the script, which we don't want. He tried to open it through an editor named Emacs, and here this is not the case. So sorry for that. It depends on each operating system. It depends on each Linux system. If by default your operating system is set up to open a SH script via an editor, this is the wrong way that you want to do it. So in this case, feel free to close it, okay, and let's use the terminal. So for now, I will hide these windows since we don't need it. So here's the terminal, okay. And the first step is just to find our download. So here, our download, you can see that when I do a ls, we have a download folder that is important. So we will go to this folder, okay, by typing cd download. And if I'm doing ls, you can see that Anaconda is present. So that's great. Now that Anaconda is present, we need to install it. To install it, we do the classic way to run a SH script. So I will just type /Anaconda. Anaconda 3 2024.02. There's one name. Linux x86 64.sh. So as you can see that here I have this surprise of permission denied to run this script. So I will try to call it via a bash script. So I can call, there is many ways to do that. I can call directly sh, the anaconda, okay? Or I could do bash. So now that I call sh, you can see that he asked me about the license agreement, and here we press enter to say that we agree with the agreement. So we can go through the agreement, okay? You can easily scroll on it, click enter, enter, enter. But I will let you time to read this agreement. I already read a multiple time this agreement. And what I will do is I will just type Q on the keyboard to leave this editor, and then I will type here. He asked me if if I accept the license term. I will have to say yes. So here he asked me where do I want to install Anaconda. He will install Anaconda in NU Escudo Quad Anaconda 3. For this, I'm okay with that, so I will just type enter to confirm the location. So from there, normally the installation starts. So since the installation can be big, it will take some times. I might cut the video during the installation and restart when the package is completely installed. So after finishing your installation, you can see that on the terminal, you will see that Anaconda is installed by seeing this keyword here, base. Okay, so normally if I type Python minus version, okay, it will tell you which Python is installed with Anaconda, and also if you type which Python, it will give you the place where the Python where Anaconda is installed. Okay, so if you see, for example, here miniconda, that's great. You show that you've installed Anaconda correctly and Python going with that. So now the only step to do is to install DIPY. To install DIPY is quite easy. You just need to do pip install DIPY. So by doing so, he will look at which DIPY is available. Here you can see that the DIPY that is installed will be DIPY 1.6.0 at the day I'm doing this video, but I suppose if you see this video later, it can be a newer version of DIPY. So notably the DIPY 1.9.0 which is coming this week, or even higher if you see this video 1 or 2 years later. So we are patient. We see, we wait for the DIPY installation. Okay. So as you can see that DIPY is successfully installed. So here you see successfully installed, and you see all the package installed following the version. And in our case, you can see that DIPY is installed here. So the best way to verify that the DIPY is installed is first to check if DIPY command line are present. So an easy way to do that is to type a DIPY_info, okay, and let's use -h to use the help version. So by typing this command line, I should get a help menu appearing. And if this help menu appear, it means that DIPY is correctly installed. So that's great. Here you can see that DIPY is installed. It gives me all the information of the command line. if you want to know the list of command line available in DIPY, you can go open your favorite browser. So here, in this case, is a Firefox. Then you go to dipy.org. Okay. Once you are in dipy.org, you just need to click on Docs here, as you can see, and you go to the CLI API. So the CLI API will show you the list of command line in DIPY. So here you can see on the left all the command line available in DIPY that we can use, and the one that we just use that is present on the left and is named DIPY info here. Okay, so if I click on this DIPY info, you can see that this information that we have about this command line, okay, match the information that we have here as a help on the terminal. So that's great. DIPY is installed. The other way to check if DIPY is installed and to know the version of DIPY is just to call pip show DIPY. And by launching this command line, it will just give you all the information about DIPY and notably the version. So after the pip show DIPY here, you can see that we have the package name, the version, you know that you have DIPY 1.8.0, a small summary, the home page, and a lot of more detail like the license, the dependencies, etc., etc. So that's all for now. This is a short introduction on how to install DIPY in a Python environment, and especially with Anaconda. If you have any question, don't hesitate to reach me or to put a comment, or to let the comment in the description on the GitHub. Thank you for listening and see you on the next video.